Oh hey guys, I'm Julie and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be talking chicken. Did you guys know that chicken recipes are the most searched recipes online? This isn't actually that surprising to me because I find myself constantly looking for great chicken recipes. It's kind of funny too because for such a versatile protein, we are always trying to find that perfect recipe. Maybe it's because we are constantly trying to change it, when in fact, chicken tastes its best when you do less to it. It is also really important that you get a high quality chicken product so that it tastes its best. Today, I'm going to be using my go-to chicken product by Libertaire. All of Libertaire's chickens are air-chilled and antibiotic-free. So let me ask you guys something. If you had an entire chicken in front of you right now, what recipe would you make? See, it's not that easy. Your mind goes all over the place because we have so many ideas. There's so much out there. But today, I'm going to be showing you guys that the best recipe, the best way to prepare a chicken is by simply roasting it. Luckily, this happens to be the easiest way to prepare a chicken. And I'm going to show you guys that today. So follow me into my kitchen. Okay, so starting is easy. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So my oven's already preheated and ready to go. Next, you're going to go out and buy an entire bagged chicken or an entire chicken. So here's my Libertaire chicken. You're just going to simply unwrap it. And Libertaire chickens come twined already, which is awesome because it just keeps the whole chicken together when it's roasting. Just makes things a lot easier. So we're gonna take this chicken right out of its package and put it directly onto the oven-safe dish. I'm gonna take some paper towel and I'm gonna pat the skin dry. And the reason why I'm gonna take any excess moisture off the skin is because less moisture means a crispier skin. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but I love crispy chicken skin. It is so delicious. This will actually ensure that your chicken skin is super crispy. Okay, so I think I got all the moisture off. Now I'm just gonna wash my hands. Okay, so this is still all part of step one. We're just preparing the chicken to go into the oven. Just get rid of that. Okay, next step. We're going to let it rain, and we're gonna let it rain salt. So I use kosher salt, and we're gonna make sure that we get a lovely uniform coating on this chicken. You wanna make sure that you get every inch of skin covered in salt. Just imagine when this thing's done, you're gonna have crispy, roasted, salty chicken skin. How good does that sound? Okay, so we also want to make sure we get the back. It seems like a lot of salt, but if you think about it, the salt has to penetrate through the entire chicken. So be very liberal here. Okay, so I've got the back. I'm getting underneath the wings. There we go. And it's so nice that after the chicken is roasted, you could still see that salt just crystallized on the top of the chicken skin. It really does look beautiful and it tastes delicious. Okay, I'm just gonna wash my hands. Okay, so next, we're just gonna put some pepper. Freshly ground black pepper is always a must when you're doing roasted chicken, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. Okay, so at this point, if you wanna add some more flavor to this chicken, I prefer it like this. I just prefer a nice, salty, crispy skin. But if you want to add some more flavor to it, this is the point where you would add fresh herbs like thyme or rosemary, or you would add your favorite spice blend by just simply letting it snow on top. Okay, now this bird is ready for the oven. So you're gonna put it in the oven for 60 minutes, uncovered, and you're not gonna touch it at all. There's no basting. You're not gonna cover it. You do nothing to it, you leave it alone. Isn't that great? You have 60 minutes to do whatever you want. So go and read a book, go and scan through your social media, do whatever you want. Or if you're super efficient, you can take that opportunity to make some side dishes to go with this beautiful roasted chicken. That's gonna be done in an hour's time. Okay, so let's put this in the oven. Okay, great, so I'm gonna go and take a break, put my feet up, and relax for a little while. So I will see you guys when this chicken's done. Okay guys, so 60 minutes has passed and I'm about to take my chicken out of the oven. It is perfect. You've got the golden crispy skin, and just like I mentioned, you've got the salt crystallized on top. This skin is gonna be perfect. All right, close my oven. Okay, so I know this chicken is cooked because I've made this recipe enough times. But if you aren't sure, make sure to use a meat thermometer and check if the internal temperature of your chicken is at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's when you'll know that it's fully cooked. Okay, so next, we are not gonna cut this chicken open yet. We need this baby to rest. And the reason we need it to rest is because we need those juices to redistribute so that this chicken does not become dry. So I'm gonna take my kitchen forks, carefully pick up the chicken, and put it onto a cutting board. Now, if there's any pan juices, pour those on top. Okay, so let's talk about this chicken. We are not going to tent this chicken. Don't worry, it's not gonna get cold. This chicken is so piping hot that it'll take forever for it to get really, really cold. So do not tent it. And another reason why I say do not tent your chicken while it's resting is because it's going to ruin that crispy skin. Steam will develop and your crispy skin will become soggy. And that is catastrophic if you ask me. So do not tent. All right. So while this is resting, we're gonna leave this beautiful chicken here. And I usually take this opportunity while my chicken's resting to make a quick green salad to eat with my chicken. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, so salad's done and this chicken is ready to go. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut the chicken. Now, it's probably cool enough to be able to handle it with your hands at this point, but just to be sure, I'm gonna use my kitchen forks and put it onto a plastic cutting board. And just get rid of this dirty cutting board. Okay, so this is step 3 now of the process. This is my favorite step because we're so close to eating this chicken. Okay, so you can use kitchen scissors to cut your chicken into 6 pieces, or if you're comfortable, you can use a chef's knife. Today I'm gonna be using kitchen scissors because I find them easier. So, first you're gonna cut off the twine and get rid of that. And just to let you guys know, it smells so good in here. And this chicken looks absolutely perfect. It's golden, it's crispy, and it's about to get better. And I'll show you guys why in a minute. Okay, so get rid of the chicken twine. I am not a butchery expert, but this is how I like to cut my chicken. I start by cutting the breastbone first. Cutting through the breastbone, sorry, I should say. So I cut right up the middle of the breastbone, and then I slowly cut out the breasts. And the wings are attached to the breast, so you can cut those all as one piece. Now do this very carefully. We don't want to ruin that skin. Okay? I detach the wing, but there's the one piece. And now we're going to do the leg and thigh. There we go, another perfect piece. We're moving on to the second breast. On there, and then we'll get the second leg and thigh. Ooh, my scissors got stuck. There we go. All right, we're back in business. Okay, so there you have it. So there's 4 pieces, but if you detach the wings, it's 6 pieces. Personally, I like to keep the wings for myself. All right, so now we're just gonna get rid of this. Okay guys, so this is my favorite part of the whole recipe. Now, believe it when I say, this is gonna take your chicken from good to freaking great. You're going to take a mound of butter and slather it all over your chicken. I'm serious. So slather it on. This butter is gonna give this chicken so much flavor. So just rub it everywhere. And don't worry if it gets messy. Lick your fingers if you want, we're all family here. Oh, this is so good. This is really my favorite part. All right. Now it's time to try it. I'm gonna take the wing because that's my favorite part. So I have a wing detached here. It's so, so good. This is my favorite part. You can see that crispy chicken skin. Perfectly crispy, perfectly salty. The butter just literally brings it up so many levels, makes it just so much better. And because I know Libertarian chicken is air chilled instead of wet chilled, I know that I'm gonna have a tender and juicy result every time. This recipe is really perfect. I usually eat the wings while I'm preparing the dinner to be made. So when I get the chicken to the kitchen table, there's usually no wings there, and now you know why. So good. I'm just gonna continue eating this with my fingers. I'm sorry if I look disgusting, but this is so good. You guys really have to try this recipe for yourself. Okay, so let's just review how easy this chicken was. First step, we gave this chicken some flavor. We put the salt, the pepper, you can add your own spices and herbs in at that point, and we put it in the oven. That was step number 1. Step number 2 was we let the baby rest when it was done cooking. We let it rest, we let it sit there for another 10 to 15 minutes, because that is crucial in getting your perfect, tender, and juicy chicken. The third step is we cut up that chicken and we slathered it with butter. And then we enjoyed the chicken. 3 easy steps and you have the perfect roasted chicken. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. As always, this recipe, along with all of my recipes, are available on my blog at www.dailytiramisu.com. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys like my quick and easy recipes, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks so much for joining me again, and bon appetit.